The DaVinci Resolve 20 beta just came out and I've been testing it a lot today. And for this test, I created a simple video clip of a podcast to emulate a single camera, single microphone podcast to see if we could make that into 3 different camera angles and make the auto switcher switch based on who's talking. So I had to do some trickery by replacing my voice with an AI voice on one of the clips so that the auto camera switcher can identify the different speakers and from that cut between the different angles. Now the angles are just duplicates of that one video track where I've zoomed in on me and adding that together with the wide angle shot so that we have 3 video tracks basically that the auto camera switcher can switch between. So let's take a closer look at how the auto camera switcher works. Also dig a little deeper into the auto audio mixer and see if that does anything to our clips. I have imported my 2 clips and composited them together into this beautiful 2-speaker podcast imitation emulation setup type thing. We have 2 video tracks, 2 audio tracks, 1 for each speaker. We're going to merge all of this down to single video and single audio track to emulate what you would get if you were to film a podcast with just 1 camera and 1 microphone. We will try to split that into 3 cameras before we run it through the AI-powered auto camera switcher in DaVinci Resolve 20 to see if it can make an interesting edit with 3 angles or 3 cameras, well, derived from this one video. But first, I need to separate the 2 speakers because right now I have 2 audio tracks with me and my voice speaking on both of them. So what we'll do is we will take this track here, the audio 2 track, and I will use the Clip AI Tools voice convert and set that to the male to US and convert my voice into something completely different. So when we merge everything together into one video file, we'll have 2 different speakers so that the system, so that DaVinci Resolve 20 can separate them and do the different cuts when we want to show the different angles. And since I need all the system resources available, I'm going to stop the recording now, and then I'll be right back with the finished render track. Okay, then, we are done. We have a separate audio track here. That is my voice using the AI Tools voice convert. I have switched my voice out with a AI generated audio. Let's hear what that sounds like.
So excited for some of these features. I almost don't even know where to begin.
Okay, this sounds really bad, but it's good enough for our test because we just want 2 separate voices for the auto cam switcher to work. I'm now going to do a little bit of editing and we'll export this as a single video file with the audio from both of these tracks merged into one, as well as these 2 composited video tracks merged into one, so that we have a single video file that you would normally get from filming a podcast with a camera and a microphone. So we're done with the edit. We have tightened everything up a little bit. We have introduced some noise and some other stuff. So now we're going to just output this as a single video track with a single audio track, get it back into DaVinci Resolve as a single track, and then we'll create 3 different angles from that one video source. And we're ready for the exciting part. Oh, yes. So we have our 1 clip. You can see here, it's 1 clip, a wide angle clip. First, we'll duplicate this and we call that person 1. Double click it and zoom in, and let's see. This is person 1. Then we'll duplicate the original clip once again. And we call that person 2. Double click that and zoom in on. That's funny. Let's just zoom in on person 2. So we have our wide angle clip, person 1, and person 2. Perfect. We're all good to go. Now, select all 3, create a new multicam clip using selected clips. Then we call this the multicam clip. Perfect. Now we right-click the multicam clip and create a new timeline using selected clips. We call this the multicam timeline. And we have our clip here. Now, if I choose clip angle 2, clip angle 1, clip angle 3, we have our 3 angles from the 3 clips, 1 original and 2 duplicates. And all I have to do now is right-click here, choose MultiCam SmartSwitcher. Let's say that minimum edit duration is, we don't want it to, let's say 2 seconds, approximately. Change delay 30, blah, 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 medium. Wide angle frequency at medium. Wide angle for intro. Use wide angle for silence. Detect automatically. Let's try the automatically detect wide angle. Quality better. Now let's just analyze this and see what it comes up with. Hopefully it doesn't crash. Actually, I'm going to stop recording while we do this. No. Analyze. And now I'm going to stop the recording and just to make sure that it doesn't crash everything. So we're closing in on the final analyzing. There we go. And we have, okay, this is, let's just play it and see what happens. Hi there, and welcome to this new episode of DaVinci Resolve 20. And for this episode, I would like to welcome myself as, well,
Thank you. It's lovely to be here. Really looking forward to seeing the results of this test.
So the beta of DaVinci Resolve 20 just came out. And,
this is working beautiful.
What are your thoughts on the new beta?
This is working
and all
really
the new
well.
AI features that came out with this edition?
Oh, I am so excited for some of these features. I almost don't even know where to begin. Especially
voice model? Yeah. Replace anything with that. What do you feel about this feature?
Well, since you abruptly intercepted me there.
This is working perfectly.
Yeah, the voice feature.
This is great.
It can be misused for a lot of things, but it can also be used to generate...
Right. Yeah, I'm going to have to stop you there because we're almost running out of time. Okay, that seemed to work just fine. We have a multicam podcast edit pretty quickly done. All I had to do was record it with a camera and a microphone. So far, things are looking good. Let's see if we can finalize this by going to our master bin. Let's find some music. Slap it on. Let's actually put this into mono. And then, this is way too long. We see that our clip over here, whether it's silence, we're going to have some animated text or maybe something. So if I push the audio clip, let's see what we have here. I want live trim. What happens if I just live trim this down to this length? Oh, it's working. It is doing something. Let's listen to what this... Let's do that so that you can see what I'm doing. And zoom in here. And let's see, we want this to last... right. Okay, so we have to figure out where... Oh, that wasn't good. We have to pull it quite far. Let's listen to what this sounds like. First, let's see, version 1, version 2. There's a new episode. Nah, that didn't sound too good. Let's just go with option 1, because that ends. Now we're going to see if the audio mixer, the magic audio mixer, can actually fix this in terms of levels. And let's just pull this into the end, at the end here. Let's see if we can do something else, something interesting. So we're including some street sounds here just to make everything a little bit harder. We're just going to use a small segment. Let's see how this sounds. That's quite loud. Right. So this is going to be interesting. So we've added our street sounds, and now we are going to the timeline and go to AI tools and audio assistant. We want to upload this to YouTube, so we're going to create an auto mix of the whole project. Admittedly, we only have a couple of sound effects, little music, and some voice. So let's see what happens when we use the AI audio assistant to do our mixing. Let's see what it looks like here. Did they do anything? Let us try from the beginning. Hi there, and welcome first. Hi there, and welcome to this new episode of DaVinci Resolve 20. Okay, that wasn't too impressive. I mean, come on. Let's see what happened with the street sound.
It can also be used to generate.
Right, yeah. I'm going to have to stop you there because we're almost running out of time. It obviously did not do that much. I am not impressed. We have the street sounds. We have some music in there. Let's just put this on a separate track just for fun. Let's see, do we want to add something more? So we have the voice track. Actually, what we could do, hold on. What we could do is if I add from my original clip, let me add the audio from that, and then we will remove this. Whole thing. And we'll change this into a mono track and we expand that. So now we have a single track. It should sync up.
But it didn't pay attention at all, what you were saying there. But yeah, I mean, the language or voice model, that could be its really good feature.
Right. So now we have a single track. Let's go into Fairlight. And then we do the AI checkerboard to new tracks. There we go.
They could put in.
So looking back here, yeah, now we have. There's a lot of person 1, person 2. Let's see. We do that. Speaker 1. Speaker 2. I'm saving features here. Powered by AI. Not your. You can see the audio here is slightly lower. Ooh, maybe we should create subtitles from audio. That would be nice. Yeah, no, we're not doing that right now. Here we have. So right now we have a full spread. We have 2 separate audio tracks. We have some underlying sounds. We have some music kicking in here underneath the spoken words. That doesn't sound like the music is.
I didn't even pay attention at all.
Music is overpowering. So we should be able now to go to. This is the multicam timeline. We'll duplicate that so that we don't destroy the original. And then we try to go to timeline, AI tools, and audio assistant. And we want to create a mix for YouTube. And then we do auto mixing. You want to do a duplicate. We want to do a duplication of that just to make sure. Because you never know what these results might. Okay, so we're done. Let's have a look here and see. So it did something there. Oh, it turned on voice isolation. It turned on dialogue leveler, de-esser. Interesting. So this is our, let's see now when we start at the beginning. Hi there, and welcome to this new episode of DaVinci Resolve 20 Beta 1, where we will be testing the auto camera switcher feature, amongst other things. And for this episode, I would like to welcome myself as...
Thank you. It's lovely to be here. Really looking forward to seeing the results of this test.
So the beta of DaVinci Resolve 20 just came... Okay, it seems to have leveled out the dialogue between track 1 and track 2, which is nice. They record and create your own language model. Let's go back to the original one.
Thank you.
What are your thoughts on
Okay, so the
beta
audio
and
on
all the
my
new
regular
AI
voice
features that came out with this edition?
is
Oh, I am so
lower. Yeah.
Thoughts?
So going back to the copy, yes, you can see here.
New beta and all the new AI features that came out.
That's
I almost don't even.
What
yeah.
are your
It's
thoughts?
It's done a dialogue leveler. Now, I tried this with just a single audio track, and it didn't do much. But now that I separated okay. Now that I separated out the two different audio track or the two different voices into two separate tracks, it's done proper audio level or dialogue leveling, as well as adding some de-esser and some other stuff. Let's listen to what it did when it comes to the music, because that was quite overpowering.
That, removes some of those tedious tasks. You feel like DaVinci Resolve 20.
Okay, let's compare that to the original. Let me just lower this so you can get a good view. So this is our music down here, and if you listen to this now,
20 is going to be like it's proper game changer for this.
But I didn't even pay attention at all.
yeah, the music is really overpowering. If we go back to the auto-mixed one and listen now,
Is going to be like it's proper game changer for.
I didn't even pay attention at all to what you were saying there.
that's a lot better.
With your own language or voice model, that could be.
Do you feel like there's something else they could have put in there, or
Yep, there is a big difference. Let's see what happens here.
try some of the features out? Do you feel like
You can hear the voice is much lower. The voice is much lower on the pre-mixed one. And once we go back to the one that has been auto-mixed,
what do you see coming in the future?
there is stuff
There's
definitely
so much
happening.
stuff they could put in there.
I'm trying to drill a little bit while I'm talking to the camera. We're trying to add some background noise.
Well, I just did
Not
that.
sure how this is going to work
I just
out.
did that. It's like,
The voice
Okay,
isolation.
let's compare that to the original one.
Not sure how this is going to work out.
did that.
We will test
It's like,
the voice isolation.
we all
Okay, the drill is much more pronounced before mixing.
did
Not
that.
sure how this is going to
I
work
just
out.
did that. It's like,
The voice isolation.
we only have one of those.
Like the AutoMix feature will do a complete mix of your whole video, and if in the future,
Yeah, absolutely. So, in the original track,
AutoMix feature.
you can really hear the drill. And if we go back to the mix track,
While I'm talking to the camera, we're trying to add some background noise.
Well, I just did
Not
that.
sure how this is going to work out.
it's barely audible. It actually did not too bad of a job. So even without separating the audio channel into two separate channels, the AutoCam switcher thingy worked great. It created a proper edit based on who's talking, some wide angle shots, cropping in, going out again, cropping out, choosing from the three different angles available, and that worked really, really well. Now, as you saw, when we applied the audio mix or audio assistant, the AI audio assistant tool to the mix, it did do something. And it did, I mean, the premise or our starting point here was really bad. Like, we used an AI voice replacement on one of the audio channel or one of the speakers. Nothing here has been prepared or treated in any way. Everything was just thrown in here, and still, yet we have a slightly not too bad mix of the two people discussing things in this podcast. The audio was lowered on this part here. The AutoMix lowered this and made the presence of these two much more prominent in the mix. It has obviously gone into all the different voice channels. And yeah, it worked. The two music tracks have been lowered. You can see them in green here. This worked for a really crappy test like we did now. I gotta say, this worked really well. Now, let me just export these two, and you can look through or watch through the podcast and make up your own mind if it actually sounds better after the treatment we did. So here is the final result, and I'll see you in the next one. Hi there, and welcome to this new episode of DaVinci Resolve 20 Beta 1, where we will be testing the auto camera switcher feature, amongst other things. And for this episode, I would like to welcome myself as, well, my guest. Welcome, André.
Well, thank you. It's lovely to be here. Really looking forward to seeing the results of this test.
So the beta of DaVinci Resolve 20 just came out, and what are your thoughts on the new beta and all the new AI features that came out with this edition?
Oh, I am so excited for some of these features. I almost don't even know where to begin. Especially the IntelliScript thing.
So you feel like there's, the voice changer, or not voice changer, but voice replacer, where you can actually record and create your own language model, or not language model, or voice model, and basically replace anything with that. What do you feel about this feature?
Well, since you abruptly intercepted me there, the voice feature, it can be misused for a lot of things, but it can also be used to generate...
Right, yeah. I'm going to have to stop you there because we're almost running out of time. Now, looking at what all these AI features can do for small creators, which it seems like there's a lot of time-saving features here, powered by AI, not your general generative AI, but more stuff that, removes some of those tedious tasks. Do you feel like the DaVinci Resolve 20 is going to be like its proper game changer for this?
To be honest, I didn't even pay attention at all to what you were saying there, but it could be a game changer. I don't know. It's replacing yourself in noisy environments with your own language or voice model. That could be a really good feature.
Right, yeah. That's a very good point.
Come on.
So we're running out. One last question, since we're running out of time, people. Like, you've had time to just quickly try some of the features out. Do you feel like there's something else they could have put in there, or what do you see coming in the future in version 20.1 and some of the more minor updates or updates to the version?
There's so much stuff they could put in there. One is the generative or set extension, stuff like that.
Yeah. That's a good one.
Get on with it.
Right, yeah.
Come on.
Let me just intervene here by trying to drill a little bit while I'm talking to the camera. We're trying to add some background noise.
Well, I just did
Not
that.
sure how this is going to work out.
I just did that.
It's like the voice isolation in
we
the
only have one of those.
AutoMixer feature.
Well, where did you get that? We only have one.
Like a complete mix. It does do complete mix. Like the AutoMix feature will do a complete mix of your whole video, and we just want to see what happens when you
I don't even know what you're trying to say now. This is really confusing. Come on.
The video and see if it will be able to filter it out.
Can I talk now? Is it my turn?
Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah. So that was all we had time for today. Thank you all for joining in. We clocked in at around 5.5 minutes. We should be fine for doing the test. Now I just need to record myself, talking to myself. But let's see where this will take us with the auto camera switcher feature powered by AI in DaVinci Resolve 20. Bye for now.
Screw it.